Whoa, what it do? This little one like, oh, and you're now watching the Real-Izm TV, you heard me? Bitch, I got that feeling. I'm swagged up and I'm killing. I'm maxed out to the ceiling. My style sick and I'm feeling. Feeling like a million. I'm swagged up and I'm killing. I'm maxed out to the ceiling. My style sick and I'm feeling. Bitch, I got that feeling.
My original plan was to put you on another project. But, you know, after it was a person after person after person, I said, you know what, fuck, let's go and get the people what they want. Okay, well, man, salute, man. I salute you, man, because, man, you got history, bro. I know you from, you know, from Boys to Men. Yeah. From high school. Way back. Yeah. You know, Southwood High School. Days, man. Yes, sir. You know? You just a little ass freshman, man, running with the upperclassmen clothes like they were wearing you. Man, you know how it is, man. Just young, man. Young, dumb, and, man, just wildin', man. Right. Big clothes, big ass clothes. Everything, man. You know, I was a hot boy back then. Yeah, you know, that was a fashion back then. Oversized clothes, man. I'm looking at some of my old photos, nigga. I'm like, God damn, nigga, we actually dress like that. Yeah, that shit is a trip, because everything is fit now. Right. That's how it used to be like back then. Back then, you wanted your clothes baggy back then. You couldn't show no knees, man. Man, it's crazy, but it's going around a full circle. Right. So, you know, I look at it and be like, man, it's just the same thing, just, you know, in a full circle. Right. And, you know, music seemed more pure back then, though. But then again, you know, maybe I'm getting old because everybody says that every generation, you know, the music back then. I might as well be old, too. You know what I'm saying? Because, man, I like that music like the... You remember, like, New Jack Swing? Real talk. You know what I'm saying? That music there? Man, that music, like... I don't know what it is, like, them East Coast dudes, what they were sampling and all that, man, it was just so soulful, you know what I'm saying? The versus now, it's like, man, boys don't even drop, like... Man, they don't even drop like 16 bars no more. Right. You know what I'm saying? The game is 12 bars now. You know what I'm saying? The beats are slower, it's trap now, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. And I don't know, man. Everything's good, but you know, it just the flavor's kind of gone out of it to me. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know, it feel like it's missing something. Okay. But you know, man, it's all good though. I respect it, you know what I'm saying? Because it's new music. Or I might just be getting old. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? I mean, who knows, man? I mean, like I said, I feel like I'm getting old, but at the same time, some of that shit is garbage. You know. I'm just gonna be real. I mean, to me, it's like, I mean, some of it's trash. You know what I'm saying? But man, I mean, like they probably thought this shit was crazy what we were doing back then. Right. You know what I'm saying? Or quote unquote trash or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? But man, they probably thought what we were doing was crazy. That's why I said every generation has its complaints. Like, man, the music ain't like what it used to be. You know, every generation. So it's all that's how it switch, man. You just got to keep up with the pace and keep it moving, though. You heard me? Right. But right now, look, before we get back into that, because we're going to talk about that too, but before we get back into that, let's talk about the man in front of me right here, man. Okay. Before I talk about you, let me just go back to the Southwood days. Goddamn Silver Pines, bruh. Here we go. Let me say this, bruh. Well, y'all niggas had me thinking that shit was a hood. Y'all had me thinking it was the projects. When my Illinois ass first moved down here, bruh, I'm seeing Lurch and all them walk around. Shout out to Lurch. Shout out to Lurch, man. I seen Lurch walk through the hallways with this black hoodie that was sprayed, airbrushed on the front and back. It said Silver Pines, and then it had the street on the back. So you know me, I'm from Illinois, bro. So I'm like, yo, what the fuck is Silver Pines? I don't even know where it is. Okay. So I'm like, but you know what? It's a gang of these niggas. These niggas are deep, man. They all got they got the same hoodies on. So it must be something. Dude, that had to been 2002. Fast forward to 2007. I'm having to drop my sister's boyfriend off. You know, his family's from Silver Pines. I'm looking around, manicured lawns, white folks outside watering their grass. I'm like, oh, nigga, man, I've been hoodwinked. Man, you know, it's just like Silver Pines was just like, we all came from different hoods. You know what I'm saying? All together, and we just grew up like in that spot. You know what I'm saying? See, like originally I was like from Pines Road, La Tierra. You know what I'm saying? I let that, and then we just moved over. That was a nice little neighborhood. Love it. You know what I'm saying? But boy, them little boys there, man. Them little Silver Pine boys. Oh my. Man, we used to run raggedy. You know what I'm saying? We just young and dumb, man. But those the old days, you feel me, man? We've grown up to be nice, young, successful. Now, so, you know what I'm saying? Hey, scaring them good white folks over there, man. Hey, man, I salute them. You know what I'm saying? Right. You know. But you know the one thing I gotta ask though, man, and you know I gotta go back in time a little bit, because this just added to, you know, my ignorance on the theory that Silver Pines, yo, it's a hood, was y'all had beef with the Motown boys.
Oh man.
Yes.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Hey man, I don't know anything about that. Hey, man, that's a nice question. Thank you for asking. You know what I'm saying? Hey man.
Whatever, nigga. You go put that fifth plea on me if you want to. You plead Fifth Amendment if you want to, bro. I remember it very vividly, man. I was like, we ain't gonna say no names. We ain't gonna recall those situations.
What you remember, man?
What I remember somebody getting dropped, somebody from Motown getting dropped by somebody from Silver Pines.
Hey.
And dude got mad because blood got on his pants. He was mad about that. And then I remember it was just tension in the hallways, bro. And that just added to the theory of me like, yo, these niggas is hood niggas.
Nah, man, we were just people that, man, we wanted to be played with.
In real talk.
At the end of the day, man, it's like, man, we respect everybody, man. And shout out to Motown.
Shout out to Motown, right.
Shout out to my homie Willie. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Motown, you heard me? Louisiana Willie, man, I fucks with you.
Right.
I fucks with Motown, though, man. We were just young and dumb, man, and shit. You know, it was just, we was just wilding back then, man,
right,
you know,
right.
so.
And like I said, this shit is old now, so we can laugh about it now, right?
Go, man, we was just young, wilding, man, and we just, we was gonna be respected. You know what I'm saying? That's how we were coming in, man. That's what it was about back then.
Right.
And then now, man, we got kids, man.
But what was crazy was even when some of the upperclassmen left, the freshmen that came in afterwards, they were continuing the shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, God damn, man.
Man, it's just young and dumb, man.
Yeah.
We're blessed. We're blessed. We living, man. Shout out to Motown,
Right.
Know what time it is, you heard me?
Right, let's move into it because when I met you were on the rapping tip. So, what made you start messing around with the sounds, the music?
Didn't have any beats. You know what I'm saying? Got tired of mixtape beats. You heard me? Man. Didn't want to pay an arm and a leg to buy a beat or whatever. So, man, I started messing with, like, Fruity Loops. You know what I'm saying? My little homie gave me Fruity Loops. At first, I couldn't even work it. You know what I'm saying? Shit was, like, trash to me, garbage. I'm like, man, fuck that shit. I'm supposed to work that shit, man.
Right.
And it came to be, like, I was forced to kind of do it. You know what I'm saying? Like my little homie, my big homie in Money Hall, that taught me a lot with the game, you know what I'm saying? He was in jail or whatnot, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, to me, it was like, what you gonna do? It was kind of, I was like, alone with it. Like, a lot of my homeboys moved on. They was like, Texas or whatnot. So it was like, what you gonna do? You gonna keep the shit popping or you just gonna continue to fade off? You know what I'm saying? But, so I had to do something. So started getting that name up, man, making beats. And when I figured out I could get paid for it, you know what I'm saying? Niggas was like actually fucking with the music and was like, I pay you some money for this. So I'm like, shit, man. Fuck them raps, man. Hold on. Leave them raps right there. Hold on. I'm finna get in the studio and make these beats one day and shit. And that's how it came, man. And here I am now.
Okay. So how long from point A to point B, B being the point where you're making money now and you're a recognizable name and you're what people would consider a bankable name to have a beat by, how long did that take? How many years?
Really? Maybe 2 or 3 years. When I got the actual song, Lil Shoe, shout out to Lil Shoe. We had a song called Bust It Open featuring Lil Fox.
Right, I remember that, okay.
And what is that? 06, 07 maybe. And that's when my name got popping. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was like really, they was really gravitating toward the beats and they was really just messing with me because of the name. You know what I'm saying? And I was really charging what I was charging and, you know, niggas was actually, you know, they was actually coming to fuck with it. So I was like, man, it was all good with me, man, and it just really turned out all good for me right around then. But I say like 07 versus me making beats, starting to make beats like around 05, 04-ish maybe. And then I say about like a year or two. A good year or two.
Producers come in trends, you know. You know, this producer is hot, then he falls off, then the next producer is hot, then he falls off, and then the next producer is hot. I mean, we've seen it countless times. You know, you got somebody like Drummer Boy who's banging, then out goes him, and then comes another nigga. I mean, it's no different here in Shreveport. There once was a time where Seti Wayne was the go-to guy. Shout out to Seti Wayne. And then after him, it was Big B. You had to have a big B beat. Everybody needed a big B beat. And then he kind of faded out. And when I say faded out, I don't mean, you know, they fell off. They're still doing their things. But the way, you know, fuck, it's 100 talking. The way dick riders, you know what I'm saying, operate, you know, if they see a new sound come and everybody, if this nigga over here did good on this new beat, well, let me go to that same producer and get a beat. So that's why we have the trends of producers. And like I said, Seti Wayne, Big B, and then in comes Lil One.
Okay.
So what would you say was a song that made niggas in Shreveport say, hey, that had your phone ringing from niggas around here?
Man, Bust It Open.
Okay, Bust It Open.
Yeah, Bust It Open. Bust It Open had niggas like, man, I gotta fuck with Lil One, man. I gotta get an O track. And see, back then my name was Oh No Production.
Right, I remember that. Right.
I just switched it. I switched it just because I don't know why. That was an ad lib I was using in my raps a lot, like oh or whatnot. So I switched it up to like oh, but yeah, man, like that Bustin' Open track, man, that broke the doors open, like as far as niggas just fucking with me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Man, I thank God, man. That was like a blessing in disguise, like for me to just know what I was just really wanted to do as far as rap, because I was kind of puzzled, like I ain't know I want to keep rapping or not. You know what I'm saying? And shoot, just making the beats gave it a little bit more motivation or whatnot. So, man, that kept it pushing right there. You know what I'm saying? So, man, shout out to that track, because whew, man, I just look back and get flashbacks from it, man. But shout out to Shoot, man. Shout out to that track, man. That shit was lovely, you feel me? Right. That shit kept me popping.
Now, prior to that track, were niggas as willing to get a track from you?
Yeah, they were willing to get a track, but, like, get my price. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay, yeah.
It was just, like, get my price, like, because I was, like, I wasn't even, like, confident, like, I was really sure about that shit. You know what I'm saying? It was like, okay, I know I can do it. But like, you gotta give me some more time on it. You know what I'm saying? Give me some more years to get better at that shit or whatnot.
Right.
But it was like when niggas jumped at that first one, that Bust It Open came on, there was a stamp that kind of like reminded me, like, man, you better up
you ain't lying, but the money's right there, get it.
Fox was hot right there. He had to wipe me down joint, you feel me? And he was buzzing with that little song or whatever, so it was like, man, shit, capitalize on it. You know what I'm saying? I started off from just a little $30 beats or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Niggas was fucking with that, but man, shit, Bust It Open came. Hey, let's go up, man. We talking about 3 figures at least.
I don't blame you, bro.
Hey, I gotta eat.
Because, you know, cats got their picks and chooses on what they want to spend money on. You know, they can stand in line at the mall, pay $200 for some J's or whatever. Yeah. Well, goddamn, you gonna pay me too.
Ain't no man.
Real talk.
Tabernacle, man. For real, man. That's just how I feel about it, man. You know, hey, you can spend and trick off on the club, you know what I'm saying? You know, whatever you gotta do, man, pay me.
Right.
Pay me.
Real talk.
That's how that go.
Right, and you're still, make no mistake, you're still doing the rapping though.
Yeah. From time to time, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I've really been focused on it right now, just because I don't know, man. I just got a breath of new air just to write. You know what I'm saying? I just want my music to be like with some substance. You know what I'm saying? I want it like, it's a lot of. I can't even give it a definition of it. Man, it's like not your everyday music. You know what I'm saying? It's like a lot of, you know, it's Lil One. You know what I'm saying? If anybody know me, man, you know what I do. You know what I'm saying? So there's Lil One, man. But it's like, you know, it's a Pimp C influence. You know what I'm saying? UGK type of, you know, Southern feel. You know what I'm saying? But I do it different. You know what I'm saying? I take the East Coast samples I used to grow up and listen to. Right. You know what I'm saying? The East Coast samplers, the people that used to sample the beats like when they reminisce over you, Troy.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? Pete Rock, CL Smooth and shit. You know what I'm saying? I pull to them type of music, you know, to that type of music and them beats, and then I try to put my own little South feel to it. You know what I'm saying? But like pay homage to what I'm doing at the same time. And it's like those be the beats like I don't even, the people around here they don't just pull to. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it's like they're not developed musically fully, you know what I'm saying, to be like fucking with a type of beat like I do. So I just stash it off and write to it. You know what I'm saying? It's because I know how I really want it, and I know how I really want it to turn out. You know what I'm saying? And I want it to be perfect. I like when I write and when I flow or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I want it to be like I'm painting a picture. You know what I'm saying? And that's basically what I'm doing with this new music. So I'm just taking my time and I'm just coming out, just coming out how I feel. Right. But, man, you know, to sum it up, man, it's good music, man. It's a real good music, man. It's like a UGK influence, though.
I got you. Now, one of my biggest criticism about you, I'm going to keep it real, bro. Like I said, this 100 talk. Me and Lando, mutual friend Lando. Shout out to Lando. Shout out to Lando. Matter of fact, when this camera goes off, we're going to talk about Lando, bro. But I'm not going to put my boy on blast for the world to see. Okay. But I was over at Lando's house. You know, he was playing me a beat. And, you know, the beat wasn't whack, you know. It was actually a jamming beat, but my criticism was, I'm looking at it from a business standpoint. I said, bro, what's with all the fucking samples though, bro? Yeah. And, you know, he gave me his answer. He said, man, that's what he was feeling at the time. And then, you know, he played me a beat that you had made. And I said what's with these fucking samples? Y'all niggas gonna get your publishings taken from y'all. Y'all ain't gonna eat off this shit.
Man, it's like for the art. At the same time, man, once you do it for the love, shit, none of that shit matters. Okay. You know what I'm saying, man? Like, getting sued matters.
Right.
I ain't trying to get sued for anybody, you feel me? But, like, when you do it, man, and when you can play that shit, wake up and hear that shit the next day, and it give you that feel, you know what I'm saying? It might inspire you to go write something. You know what I'm saying? It might inspire you to just to go be great. You know what I'm saying? But whatever it does, it's just like a certain feeling. You know what I'm saying? But man, that's what I do it for. You know what I'm saying? I do it for them because I gotta eat. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get these bills paid or whatnot. But shit, man, I do it for the art. I do it for the love. I do it because I love music. I do it because I like to hear music. You know what I'm saying? Just in general. So, man, when I'm sampling something, shit, I try to make it my best. But shit, man, I do a lot of samples. Right.
And see, like I said, man, I'm looking at it.
I love it, though.
Bro, I'm looking at it from a business standpoint. Okay, you're getting your upfront money. Yeah. But that's all you're gonna get because you know some of these artists. They're looking at it. They're looking at y'all as thieves. You know what I'm saying? You're not doing anything original. All you're doing is taking shit that me and my people created. You're throwing some drums underneath it. You're throwing some hi-hats, and
that's what they used to do. Same thing, same cycle. You know what I'm saying? From the 90s. I mean, like as far as like the 90s, the 80s. Right. A lot of everything came from like a sample, a loop. You know what I'm saying? Everything, man. I don't give a fuck. Nah, you can look back to today's date, man. A lot of shit is sample based. A lot of shit is sample built. You feel me? I mean, and man, that's just it's basically what it's built up behind to me. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, when somebody's sampling music, they're paying homage. Certain people are just out for the check. You know what I'm saying? But certain people are like, man, they really love your music. They love how they made your people feel at that time. You know what I'm saying? That might have been your mom and daddy joint. That that might have been they shit, they jam at the time. You feel me? But you bring it back to them. You know what I'm saying? Just put some rap over it, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Just get them re-familiar with it. You feel me? And shit, they might love it. They might fall in love with it. You feel me? You never know though. But I do it for the feeling though, man. For the music.
I got you. Now, shout out to Kanye West for bringing back the samples. You know, him and Just Blaze. You know, Blueprint. Because prior to that, you know, producers like Swiss Beats and Timbaland, they were doing their own beats. It was all original. You know, and then matter of fact, speaking of Timbaland,
well, Timbaland used to sample. Ooh, I Sock It To Me, like you going to ooh. That shit was a sample from a Temptation. It was one of them that
Okay. Man, you know what? You're right. You're right.
Like, man, a lot of them boys sample shit for real. Shit, man. Neptunes, man. A lot of them boys do samples, man. Right. This shit is built up, based up on a lot of samples. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people just hide it or shit. They just. I mean, the young people are just too young to even know about it. You feel me? But you got to do your research at the same time, though. So. Okay.
The only thing I'm saying is, man, with you and Lando, I don't want to be a fucking crutch for y'all.
Yeah, you feel me? And see, that's why I try to do different music at the same time. Like, I do like, you know, just the old type of feel, like with organs or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? A lot of UGK type music. You know what I'm saying? Just a southern feel. Because I don't want to get caught up in just, he does the samples and shit. Right. You know, you just get caught up in that bullshit or whatever. But I try to make all types of music. That club music, I call it Drake music. You know what I'm saying? The emo music. The emotion music.
I got you.
The feelings. And, man, R&B and all. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I make Creole. I mean, Zydeco. Shit, whatever it shit. Man, whatever moves me, that's what I'm going in on. But I make a lot of samples.
I got you. But, you know, speaking of Timbaland, he was on the Breakfast Club promoting the show Empire. One comment he made, like I said, that made me raise my eyebrows when he said, in order to be a good producer, you first got to be a DJ.
Okay. Oh, he said that?
That's what he said.
If you didn't DJ, you can't really be a producer. Right. That's my opinion.
Hey, man, I got to go mix some shit up. You feel me? Hey, man, that's one of the greats, man. I can't argue with that. You know what I'm saying? Hey,
I can. Go ahead and say your art. Go ahead and say your point.
Hey, man, shout out to Timbaland.
Shout out to Timbaland, right.
You know, man, hey, you know, I beg to differ. You know what I'm saying? It all depends on how you grow up, man. And, you know, our music moves you, man. You know, hey, shit. But hey, man, if that's gonna make music, if that's gonna make me a better producer, hey, I might try to mix it. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. But you know, hey, everybody got their own opinion.
Damn that little one, you ain't got to bend to nobody, nigga. Fuck that. Fuck that.
Everybody got their own opinion. But see, I know a lot of DJs that are producers that are very dope. You know what I'm saying? Right. And they can sample better. You know what I'm saying? Because they can use like actual vinyl. You know what I'm saying? To sample their music like all that live shit. Right. You know what I'm saying? You remember like shit, East Coast producers, a lot of niggas do that shit,
like
man.
DJ Premier.
Yeah, Premier, that's what I was
DJ
gonna say.
Premier,
DJ Premier, man, shout out to him. Man, he used to do a lot of that shit, man, but that just make for the better. You know what I'm saying? Live mixing. I mean, screwing them. They used to do that shit too in Houston or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? They used to do the best with them samplings and mixing that shit just live over it. You know what I'm saying? But whatever it takes to make me better, shit, I'll do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, as far as, like I want to learn how to play piano. You know I don't even know. A lot of people don't know. I don't play piano.
Just like Blaze, from what I heard, doesn't play piano.
Man, cuz I seen Just Blaze live, man. This man just presses one fucking key, man, and make a whole fucking
Real
beat. You know, he does a lot of that shit, man. But he's dope. Just what he doing, just live, man.
But my thing is this: whatever method you use, as long as it gets the people receptive to the shit, man, who gives a fuck, man? Like,
and that's what it's about nowadays. It doesn't matter. Everybody was clowning Soulja Boy.
Real talk.
When that shit came out, he was making that shit on Fruity Loops.
Right.
Now, what the fuck is everybody making that shit on?
Man, FL Studio.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
That's the bougie way of saying a Fruity Loops. FL Studio.
For real. You know what I'm saying, man? That's just how the game goes, man. If the shit can jam, hey, they don't care anymore, man. If the shit jams, it doesn't matter if you have this $2,000-$3,000 equipment, man.
Right.
I don't care, man. You got little kids that's like 12 years old on the come up making dope ass shit that you're making.
That's right.
With the same thing.
That's right.
Man, that shit don't matter, man.
That's right. I mean, if you could make a beat out of pots and pans and buckets, man.
I mean, shit, step your game up.
Exactly. I mean, because that takes a level of genius for you to take nothing and make something.
Something, for real.
So you got to admire that, and I'll bring it down to a local perspective, a local standpoint. I mean, when I was interviewing Slack a few years ago, he had some reservations about the software-based beat making because, you know, Slack, he comes from the era where they play instruments.
Yeah, believe it.
Right. He was, and yo, all due respect to Slack. Shout out to Slack, man, for what he's done. But, you know, his comment was, okay, you can do that on software, but let me see you do that on these keys. Yeah, let me see you get in here and do that on this keyboard.
I mean, you know, that's how it goes sometimes. I mean, you know, certain people might feel like that, man, but it's a new age that we're in at the same time, you know, and we're making beautiful music at the same time, you know. So, you know, it's no disrespect, you know what I'm saying? It's just certain people have certain opinions on it, man. And music is anything that makes you that feeling, that gives you that feeling,
right?
And it jams, man. That's good music, man. You can't deny it. You feel me?
And you gravitated towards the machine now, am I correct? Okay, now
I picked up the machine, man. My life changed, man. My beats, it was like my beats were on steroids then.
Right.
Because I already knew what I was doing. It's like as far as just making beats, but it was like it just gave it a whole different sound, a different engine it was on to me. You know, and that's what I needed because I got so tired with Fruity Loops. It was like I felt like I was making the same thing and everything was sounding the same. And I'm hearing different producers and they stayed working on Fruity Loops in the city. I'm like, man, let me try to be different. Let me go this angle here and see what I can come up with. And when I touched that machine, oh man, machine just like it just really boosted. It gave me that new feeling I needed. You know what I'm saying? Just to keep going with that music as far as making beats, and man, that turned me up, man. That turned me through the roof.
So that was the best thing you ever did was pick up that machine.
Best thing I did was ever invest in it.
Now, before I get into this question, brother, I need you to recognize. I need you to recognize where you're sitting at right there, brother.
Oh shit.
That's right. You in the 100 talk, brother. You gotta recognize where you at, brother. That's right.
Shit done got 100. Let me take a sip,
shit done got 100. Yes, sir. Shit done got real.
Let's go.
Let's go. Now, like I said, your little one. Your name is buzzing, man. You got all the fire tracks underneath your belt. Like I said, you just named Young Nation.
Believe it.
You had a track for them. Now, this is where shit gets murky, and I'm glad that you're sitting here because you can, you know, dispel or confirm. There was 3 Feet and Bebe. They were, I guess, they were playing a go between Young Nation and yourself, with them being they had some kind of dealing with the artist, and you produced a song for them, but you felt you weren't being compensated fully, and you weren't gonna let go of the beat until you felt that you were fully compensated as a producer, until you got what you were asking for. And 3 Feet got a little tried to get a little gully with you, and Bebe had to smooth everything out, including with the lawyer, because I think 3 Feet got into it with the lawyer. True or false?
Man, shout out to N-Wood. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to 3. Shout out to Bebe. You heard me? Man, it was just business. You know what I'm saying? Just business.
But did it happen or did it not happen?
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Amwood, man. Shout out to 3 Feet, man. Shout out to Bay. You know what I'm saying? And shit, you know, business is business. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, we just had business. Okay. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, business just didn't work out. You feel me? But, you know, business is business. But,
right.
You know, we keep it moving and, you know, just keeping it positive and, you know what I'm saying? We just steady working. You feel me? Right. But you know how it go. Right.
And so from that answer there, I take that as being true.
Shout out to Lyco Productions. You know what I'm saying? And we steady working. You feel me?
I take that as being true.
Working, man.
Okay, now come on, man. You already know who you sitting across, bro. Before you even got up here, bro.
Oh man, we 100.
Right, we 100 up here. Now. But the question I got is, what was it so hard about giving you the price that you're asking for? What were you asking for? Like something in the 5-figure range? Were you asking for a car? What were you asking for?
All right, man, I wasn't asking for anything, man. You know what I'm saying? Right. Man, I was just, you know, it was just business. You know what I'm saying? Just business. Just we didn't feel like the business was. You know what? So, you know what I'm saying? So, we just chose to not go through with it. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, at the end of the day, man, it wasn't nothing.
Okay. But were you holding it? Were you holding the process up as being a producer from getting a song made?
Was I holding the...
were you holding the process up?
Nah, not really. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, when it came down to it or whatnot, you know, I just didn't feel like it was the best... You know, best opportunity for me. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I just kept it moving. You feel me?
Right.
But, you know, we salute it, man. You know.
Right.
We just keep it going. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, it's our love, man.
Right. At the end of the day, it is business. It's nothing personal. Man. You can't take anything personal from it.
Believe it.
Right.
It's nothing but business. You feel me?
Right. I feel you. Okay, but it did happen, though.
Man, you know, shout out to you feel me? Shout out to Amwood, you feel me? Shout out to Bay, shout out to 3, you know what I mean?
Right.
Man, we steady working, man.
Alright, bro. Now, here comes another one for you, bro.
Oh, man.
Bro, you're not gonna keep, bro. Bro, I'm gonna get it out you, bro. I'm gonna get it out you.
Man, what happened?
You're not gonna dodge too many of these, bro. Because this gotta be an example for anybody who's watching this who thinks that this is how they gonna get Ron Moon. Fuck that. Yeah. I've been doing this too long, bro. Okay.
Hey man, don't start calling. Hey man, you know what we call you, man.
What's that?
Ron LeMay. Man. Hey man, I got to stop fucking with you, man.
Anybody who's watching this now, y'all not gonna get over on me like that. I've been doing this shit too long. Fuck
this nigga is a trip, man.
Hey,
he is on his P's and Q's.
Goddamn right. Now look at here. Now this was long before the Young Nation shit. Same person. Now this came from a mutual friend.
Same person. Like what same person?
Same person. 3 Feet. Same person. What? Now this came from a mutual friend. So I know this cat wouldn't lie to me, man. But I need you to confirm the spell because maybe he heard it wrong because you know hearsay is a motherfucker.
Yeah, what you heard?
You went, made a beat, y'all at the studio. Yeah. Somehow, some way, you fell asleep. And you woke up, and instead of being paid, you found weed in your pocket, and that was your payment.
Oh, man. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about, man. I put it like this up, man. I was comping. How you say it?
Compensated.
I was compensated.
Right.
I was compensated, man, and it was money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't no weed or nothing like that, though.
Okay.
So
okay.
We just put that for the record. You feel me? I got paid.
Got you.
I got paid.
Because when I heard the story, I'm like, man, I know they ain't do my boy like that.
Nah,
and he was like, cuz, man, they got over on him. He got paid in weed, my nigga.
For real.
Damn.
Man, real time though, man. But shout out, man. Like I say, man, it ain't no love. It ain't no love lost, nothing like that.
Right. It ain't supposed to be. Right.
City, you know what I'm saying? And we keeping it positive. We keep it moving. You know what I'm saying, man? You know, Lyco was doing Lyco. You know what I'm saying? I got new hits in the work. You know what I'm saying, man? It was a part of a lot of good projects. You know what I'm saying? Between the last 4 years, you know what I'm saying? A nice hit with Freddie Gibbs, you know what I'm saying? That was a nice one, and it was part of his #1. That was like a good top 10 album of that year, ESGN or whatever. You know what I'm saying? That was a good look.
Right, you did make ESGN. Congrats, man.
Yeah, man. That was a really good look for me, but not, you know what I'm saying? But man, you know, as far as the city, man, you know, I'm fucking with the city, man. The city fucking with me with it.
Real
you know what I'm saying? And You know,
but
like
you're gonna come across the bullshit.
Yeah, you always gonna come across the story. And I've heard so many crazy stories. You know what I'm saying? People hit me with so much crazy shit, and I be like, nah.
Okay, so him getting paid in weed. Okay, so him getting paid in weed was bullshit.
We just confirmed that. You know what I'm saying?
That was bullshit.
That was bullshit.
But the Young Nation shit,
got paid.
Now the Young Nation shit, that's leaning towards true. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Like, real deal, man. Like, man, we in this game here, man, and we just trying to move forward.
Right.
You know what I'm saying, man? It's about LikeOProductions.com too. You feel me?
Right.
All that stuff, man. We just moving. You know what I'm saying, man? It ain't never nothing like some crazy shit.
But let me say this though, because I'm like I said, going back to 3 Feet and Young Nation shit. Once I did say this. When I got word about it, I said, you know what? I'm glad Cuz stuck to his guns though.
Yeah.
That he didn't let himself, get punked into the situation, because they felt whatever clout they may have had. I'm glad you. That was big, bro. That was big for you to say, you know what? Nah, I'm not with it.
No, man. Well, man, it's just certain people you gotta stick on your guns to how you feel. Right, because
let's be real. Let's be real. Had it been anybody else, I don't know if they would have played the same situation quite the same. Especially when you're producing, you're hungry.
Yeah.
And this is, come on, man, this is Baby.
Well,
the way a lot of cats in Shreveport think, especially if you're a youngster starting out, man, this is Baby. He can do this X, Y, Z. Yeah. Some people might have even said for you not to go forward with it. Some people might even say, man, well, that was stupid. You know what I'm saying, man? No telling what Babe could have did with that song.
Yeah. Well, man, cuz if I wouldn't have gave the song up, you know what I'm saying, like to even get to, they wouldn't have got the Young Nation, like we wouldn't have moved on it as quick as we did. You know what I'm saying? So like I say, shout out to Bay because he got the engines booming behind that bitch. You know what I'm saying? And the shit was popping. You know what I'm saying? It was a nice little song or whatever. But it's just business just didn't fall through like it was supposed to. So man, we ain't doing no tripping, man. We just keeping it moving. You know what I mean? We just keeping it positive. Whatever we doing, we just keeping it positive. You know what I'm saying? Like me and my squad or just me in general. You know what I'm saying? I gotta have good vibes around me, man. Whatever I'm doing, I gotta keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna hear a million and one things. You feel me? But it's up to me and what I believe. You know what I'm saying? Shit, man. I stay on my little path and I stay focused. Man. I don't trip out nothing. You know what I'm saying? But like I say, man, it ain't none of that shit though, man. I got paid.
Right.
Business wasn't straight. You know what I'm saying? So we just didn't follow through. You know what I'm saying? But like I say, shout out to 3, shout out to Bay, shout out to and what, you hear me?
Right, and we're gonna move forward, but in all seriousness, I gotta ask this question. When you said when business wasn't in your favor, business wasn't good. Was it? Did you mean you weren't your percentages as far as publishing? Is that what you mean?
Yeah, I mean,
you mean you weren't gonna get the back end like everybody else?
I mean,
because the reason why I asked that because we hear sometimes a producer is the last person to really get paid.
Get your points and all
exactly.
That,
a lot of cats don't even know about that.
Yeah, right. It's crazy.
Right.
Man. Yeah. And the points. I mean, like the points. I'd say the points are good. You know what I'm saying? Because it's been a while, so my memory's kind of, you know what I'm saying, it's just foggy with a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? But man, everything was so. You know what I'm saying? The points, everything was cool. You know what I'm saying? Just business wasn't just fully handled the way it was, so we just bagged up off it. You know what I'm saying? All fairness, we just bagged up off it. You know what I'm saying? We went just really no. Man, fuck that nigga. Man, fuck that.
Right.
Nah, you know what I'm saying, man? It was all good. You know what I'm saying? Me and 3. Shit, been top since then. You feel me? And shit, man, we all good. So man, we working.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Now, being that it's no secret that you like to partake in the greenery, and you like to get Mary Jane around every now and then, man.
Yeah. Shout out to my own girl.
Shout out to Mary Jane. Shout out to Mary Jane. Now.
Shout out, baby.
Right. Now. With that being said, has there ever been a time where a nigga may not have had his chochos up, but hey, he got the Mary Jane? Can I pay you like that?
Oh man, hell no. Hell no. Hell no. You wanna know why? That one does not work for drugs. It works for money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying, man? I do this for money, man. I mean, like, I do it for the love, but I do it to get them bills paid, you feel me? And I don't sell drugs either. You know what I'm saying? So shit, I smoke that shit.
Right.
Man, but nah.
No. Has that ever happened? Has a nigga ever tried to pay you in weed?
Yes, a nigga has ever tried to pay me in weed.
They have?
I must have been like, no. You know what I'm saying, man? It was just a little young cat though, man. But shit, man, that's all love, man. You know.
Right.
You know, man. Just certain people don't understand. He might have tried to do it with another cat.
Right. It may have went through.
Partner on the block. Right. Yeah, you might. Partner might have accepted that, but you know, man.
So, but wait a minute. So if he got this new strain that ain't nobody really been on yet, come on, man. You know I'm gonna go. Come on, man. Now, if he got this new strain that ain't nobody had, like, hey, bro, I just got this in. It's from so and so, man. Yeah, that's the new shit, man. You ain't never had this. I know you ain't never had this. You mean tell me I can't have that beat for this new strain?
You motherfucking wrong. Hell no, man. Money, man. You know what I'm saying? I can take money and go buy a fucking strand.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I don't give a fuck what it is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? A strand of whatever you got, cause I can go right to the little homie and go get some more other shit. I'm gonna get high.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, that's the point. But hey, man, we work for money, man. You can't work for drugs, man. That's not a good look.
Right.
If people feel like they can do that one time, man, they'll continue to do that shit.
Real talk. What's next for Lil One, man? What you got coming?
Man, God take me there to the top. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to be great. Right. I want to be great this year, man. Like, I got some new heat in the works. I don't want to just jump the gun with it, but it's a nice one. You know what I'm saying? It's a nice one. Gonna be a nice one this year. And I'm dropping a compilation. I'm still working on my compilation, just getting everybody together as far as everybody out the city. You know what I'm saying? Everybody had a buzz at least at one time that had, like, you know, the historical significance around here in the city. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to put it all together and just piece it on up. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna have everybody on there. It's gonna be a lovely project I'm gonna present. And my project, you know what I'm saying? So it's a sweet morning. It's in Codeine Dreams. That's what I'm gonna call it. It's just something crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's up tempo and it's down tempo at the same time, but it's gonna be all of me. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna be no fabrication or no extraordinary shit or nothing like that, but it's gonna be Lil One and shit.
Okay, man. Now, any of these projects, is there a certain date or a certain time frame we can look forward to?
For the stuff I got coming, I say for my project, I probably say I'm looking for like April, May. You know what I'm saying? Like when the weather's good out and my mode is right, and me just because I have all the songs together just as far as recording them, getting them out. You know what I'm saying? I'm in that process right now, and the compilation, I'm dropping that like that's gonna be in March too. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be around my birthday in March or whatever. But in the other projects, the other big things, like man, I mean, I just cross my fingers on it. You know what I'm saying? And just hope for the best with it. But you know, that's gonna be a good look. That should be out in the next 4 to 5 months. Just be looking for it like open. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I got something new out right now by my homie Shell from Trill Entertainment. One night featuring Lil Trill called Don't Nobody Know. You know what I'm saying? I think it's gonna be on this new CD Thugger Man Jones. That's a drop in January, I think the 25th. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Trill Entertainment, shout out to Shell, you heard me? And man, we working, man. We got some new hits in the works, man. And we just being blessed and just steady working, just working hard. Okay.
And the other tracks from artists either in or outside the city that we can look forward to that's rapping over like old beat?
I got a new one in the city called Working with a Monster. You know what I'm saying? That's called by Poochie Lope, you know what I'm saying? Featuring Dallas, Texas artist called M.E. He had a song called About to Hit the Club and Dance Like a Stripper. You know what I'm saying? Might be familiar with that. And that's they also got Lil Will on there, my Dougie. It's all together, and I produced that track. And man, we in the club with that one. And man, we taking over, man. I got a new production on Crown Me King. Shout out to Capo.
Oh, that's coming out.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That will be dropping real soon, man. I'm proud to say I'm a part of that project.
Already.
And man, we just being blessed and working, man. But you know, shout out to all the artists, man. Shout out to everybody in the city that's doing their thing and whatnot, man. Shout out to the producers in the city. You feel me? Shout out to Big B, man. I see you, boy. Shout out to JD, Wicked Wayne. You know what I'm saying, man? Y'all boys kicking out that dope. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the homie Dude. You know what I'm saying? I see you all day. You feel me? Man, I just love the music that whatever y'all doing with that music shit, man, y'all motivate me to become better. You know what I'm saying? With whatever y'all doing, man. So keep kicking that shit out. Keep pumping it. You feel me? Shit, we see each other at the top, man.
Alrighty, man. You got any other closing statements you want to make, bro?
LikeOProductions.com, man. Shout out to Cannon Gang, man. Shout out to my team, man.
Yeah,
shout out to
Cannon Gang.
Shout out
Sean.
You
shout
feel
out.
me?
Shout out.
King Sean, man. That nigga's crazy.
And let me say this since he mentioned Cannon Gang. I'm Cannon Gang affiliated, but you know what? The 100 Talk does not discriminate. All right, brother, you can continue now. You can continue.
This nigga here. Ron LeMay is a fucking fool, man. He's fucking retarded, man. I don't know what to do with this dude, man. Man, shout out to the homie Ron Moon, man. You know, but shout out to the squad, man. Lil Z, man, I see you. Mac 90, you know what I'm saying, the youngsters, all of them, you know what I'm saying, man, you know. But
yes,
shout out to the team, Cannon Gang, man.
Yes,
shout out to Hustle Simmons too.
Yes, sir.
But you know, Ron Moon, man. Man, it's all on you, baby.
You
know what I'm saying? It's all on you, man. I shout out to you, man. I appreciate it.
Man, I appreciate you coming down, bro. You try to dodge the Young Nation question, man. But you know what? But you know what?
Ron LeMay will always catch you with the. Hey, man, Ron LeMay will always catch you. And I should have known. I should have expected shit. I should have been on my P's and Q's and expected that shit.
You know, you was on your P's and Q's, bro. But I gotta say this, bro. Hey, I gotta say this, bro.
It's damn.
I gotta say this, man. You try, bro. You try to dodge it, bro. But you know what?
Hey, man. Shout out to the city, man. Shout out to the Post City, man. You know how we do.
I got you talking anyway. I pulled that 48, that first 48 tactic on your ass. Oh, you don't want to talk about direct line? Let's talk about this. I'm gonna come back to this shit. You ain't even catch that, but it's all to the good, bro.
I catch everything. You feel me? And he's retarded, man. He gonna try to bring it about you either way it goes.
It's all to the good,
goddamn Ron LeMay, man. Like I said, I don't know what we gonna do with that cat, man.
It's all to the good, bro. I appreciate you coming down, bro. All right, that's the 100 song little one.
No, man.
King set trends and other people just kind of fall in place and they abide. So, you know, a king can kind of really, believe it or not, can kind of bring together a lot of other people too. So, that's why I feel like I'm the R&B King of Shreveport, man.
Stop lying, talking about how fucking hot you is. Because if you was hot, my nigga, it'd have been a bitch and already told me about you before you even came to me.